What is it?
Hello, welcome to The Essential Gamer. You're watching What Is It with me, Lee, and what it is Omno. Omno. A bloody delightful third-person platformer. Didn't go in expected much, didn't know much about the project, since found out that it is a solo project from Studio Inky Fox, Jonas Monkey game. I can't say names, but yeah, bloody good. So, starting from the beginning, you are a little non-voiced character that is pleasantly animated. As you notice straight off the bat, the visual style is quite sort of striking for Omno. I loved it. It's got a quality of animation that I don't expect from an indie game, let alone a solo dev project. The reason I said it like that is because it reminded me of Bound, the rather famous indie, in quotes, project from Sony Santa Monica. It's got a lot of qualities, a lot of redeeming qualities. There's a lot of really pretty visuals in this. I was thoroughly impressed. Essentially, the game is going around collecting light from various sources, whether it be animals or the various puzzles that are scattered around the lands, and yes, there's lots of different things to interact with all over the place, and everything reacts to your character in a really loving way. There's all the sort of storytelling through silent means, so you get runes and things like that, and all these ancient seeming puzzles and things, and you build a nice story for your little character there, who looks like an onion in a dressing gown. I'm not against that. I'm all up for onions doing more. We don't see enough voiceless onions in games, do we? But it's fairly regular platforming fare with its sort of various levels of puzzle challenge, as you were, all the way from basic stuff to actually having to use your noodle quite a bit. Runtime's not very long, so I'm going to stick the footage to the opening sections, but basically, as I say, you go around collecting different sources of light. This is all very much a follow the light kind of game. It's part of the story, and as you collect the light, it gives you various power-ups, whether it allows you to move a lot quicker, you unlock different abilities like a dash, all while travelling through some pretty nice environments. So your little onion man in a dressing gown basically hasn't got a clue what's happening. He's following the voice. He's doing the typical indie game fare. There are a couple of the sort of typical indie game trappings and tropes in this, but what Omno manages to do is give you this wonderful fantasy environment with some really, really great animation. I mean, some of the animation is fantastic. And your character's not infallible. He does cock up from time to time. If you don't have any light on you and you fall from a great height, you'll die. You can also drown him, amongst other various ways of seeing off your onion. Never as bad as just going back to the checkpoint, though. Really, it's a very zen game. It's very relaxing. There's some taxing puzzles, but I wouldn't say it's stuff that's going to melt your brain out your ear holes or anything like that. It's just generally a very, very pleasant environment to be in as you unlock these different abilities and look at these new maps and environments and basically get all these wonderful creatures interacting with you. And there's some really great plot points that occur that I'm not going to ruin because it's a pleasant but short experience. But basically, you get to ride on the head of a massive ancient animal every so often. And as stupid as that sounds, it's really satisfying. Look at it! So Omno is a very capable puzzle platformer from an indie studio, from a solo dev that has performed way above what you'd expect from a solo project. I'm thoroughly impressed. Tickle me impressed. Colour me absolutely blown away by the vast scale of environment, the interactivity between the different NPCs, animals, and other things that are in the game environment that are just so well done. Really loving. It's a lovingly put together project, and you can absolutely tell this has been a labour of love. And I'm going to recommend it just on that. It doesn't run very long. You'll probably have it done in an afternoon. if you gave it a couple of hours, but you'll enjoy it. You'll enjoy everything that you see. There's nothing offensive about Omno in any way, and on that basis I would actually recommend it to you if you fancied a bit of the old puzzle platforming. So yeah, there you go. As always, if this video has been any good to you, please do like and subscribe to the channel. We have a competition running. It's over on Twitter. 1,000 subscribers will get a random box of TEG gaming stuff. It's not all stuff from us, it's like retro games and things like that. So why don't you go and have a little entry into that? And if the video's not been any good to you, you know, leave us a comment, tell me why, and I'll play this and I'll just relax a bit, and I won't let it bother me because I'm chill, man. Chill as shit. All good.